Welcome back to M Hood Fishing, everybody. So I'm out here at Lake Pontchartrain again on Lakeshore Drive, but this time I've come all the way down to the west end. That's what all that stuff in the distance is. And there's James, who's tagged along with me. James has a YouTube channel too. If you want to check it out, I have the link down in the description. Go over there and check it out. He's got some fishing videos just like me. All right, so we're out here for the afternoon. I'm gonna fish till it gets dark and all that great stuff. I got mullet, I got shad, I got night crawler. I'm gonna be looking for catfish, croaker, and maybe some surprises. Well, maybe I'll get a redfish, maybe I'll get a big black drum. Could possibly do that. It is a little deeper off here. The main reason why I chose this spot, if you look, you'll see it looks kind of like the last spot I fished out here, but it's a different location along here. Out here, it's deep and there's a lot of bait. There are bait balls kicking up, going all through this way. But once you go off into past this point here down there where I'm pointing, it gets a little snaggy, and sometimes there's a lot of tourists that will pack up. I don't know if they're gonna pack up tonight. As you can see, Lakeshore Drive is open over here. There's traffic and stuff. It's because it's not the weekend. This is closed to traffic, to cars on the weekend because of you know, that thing, COVID. That COVID crap. All right, so let's get these lines out here and get us a fish, man. Woo! First bait I'm gonna throw out is mullet cut bait. About that size is what I'm gonna work with. Now these are rigs that I've been using from the last fishing session I did. These are Ot 5 circle hooks by Team Catfish. I'm just doing my baits like that. You get the scales off the tip. Now we're going to be using Ot 3 on sinker slides, and these are leaders made up with 50-pound mono, but the main line is 80-pound braid because it is Lake Pontchartrain. I didn't mention before, but absolutely chocked full of giant alligator gar. Yeah, you're right. That's a nice, decent cast there. I'm just trying to cast as far as I can out there. Make sure it's in the deepest bit of water. And the way that I'm securing my rods here is I get one of the eyes up against this pole and then the butt up against the step. And that's going to be fairly locked in there. So if I'm snoozing or doing something with my head turned, I'm not going to lose that rod lickety split. It's a good thing to do. All right, let me put number 2 cut bait out here real quick. Another nice decent distance cast. Whoa, that's even further than the first one. Now a lot of people might be wondering what this structure is that I'm fishing off of. It's a drain. All your streets, all the water on the streets for when it rains drains right into Lake Pontchartrain. So stop throwing the trash out on the street, put it in a can, because it's going to go right into the lake. Ooh, there we go. Just like last time, we're gonna fish with night crawler just to keep it interesting. We could get channel cat, blue cat with these night crawlers, but really we're just gonna have fun with croaker. I bet I catch a croaker. Just like last time, I'm using an Ot 1 octopus hook on 30-pound mono. This is gonna be a dropper loop with 3 ounces of lead because the tide is kind of strong right now. This lake is tidal and it's pulling everything this way. So we're just gonna get as much of this night crawler on here. I've already got the other rod out that I brought for night crawler. So we got 2 for cut bait and 2 for night crawler. I've got the other rod with the night crawler on it going out that way. So on the other side of my cut bait lines, we're gonna put this one out this way, and we're not putting these worms out as far as the cut bait. Just right about less than half the distance than the cut bait, because there's a lot of activity that looks like croaker right off this wall, but I don't want to fish like right at the last step. So I got this worm line up. I keep seeing fish activity right around the pipe. I think they're croaker and ladyfish, stuff like that. So we're going to put that worm right down there. Yeah, it looks like a ladyfish just came up, or maybe some kind of shad. Whoa, just like that. Whoa, whatever this is, it's got some shoulders, or it went into something. Oh, What do you know? Little channel cat right there. Yeah, you're right. Hey, I thought I was going to get something else. I didn't expect a channel cat to be right there, but now I know better. I'm not keeping this fish. He is definitely not a keeper size. He is under 12. He's pretty though. Maybe there's more. All right, so let's put this back down by the pipe and see if we can get another one. I've changed this rig. I've put a different one on with a shorter dropper loop, and I've downsized the lead to a 2 since I'm going to keep this close end for the moment. There's still some activity. The waves are kicking up because some boaters just ripped right past us going back into the harbor. Really calm day otherwise. There's almost no wind out here. It is a little warm, but it's not super hot. Right back down in there. Man, it is nice and deep off the seawall along this stretch. I like it. Every time I go running, the camera goes down. Oh ho! I was telling James a story of a COVID zombie. We've got some corona zombies walking around doing shenanigans. But we got a nice little channel cat again. All right. Those are the garlic worms that I'm using right now, and they seem to be paying off for these little guys, little channel cats. It's getting later in the afternoon, but so far this is the only game I'm playing is little channel cat roulette. All right, I'm gonna let this one go. Get bigger, buddy. Ba-boom. Might be getting a bite there. I'm just on this apple, which is almost done. I think the cut bait lines are just getting little tick-tick-ticks from crabs. What a beautiful sunset, huh? Hopefully this is a good thing. We're coming into darkness. Here we go. Whoa, something with shoulders getting the night crawler down its mouth. I had to rebait these night crawler lines up left and right because it's time for these little guys to come out. Man, they just decimate your night crawlers. Little bait thieves. You hear its little song? That means this is a croaker. They're a really popular fish to catch here. Well, this is a common fish to catch along this stretch at night, and it is night now. This is the reason why so many croakers show up here. It's well lit. I've got a slack line on this cut bait line here, this tidewater. And as I reel it up, I can feel something munching. I'm not sure if this is a fish or a crab. There's something here. I can feel them. I'm just slowly reeling up on them. That's a crab, right? Or are you? Oh, no. There he is. I think we have a fish here. It's just not very big. What a subtle bite. Oh yeah. Yes, first fish on the cut bait. My goodness. This fish, this little croaker, got an 0.5 down its mouth. Wow. No wonder it was such a subtle bite. It's just about 10 o'clock now. It is time for me to go. But before I go, I wanted to tell you this. Fishing off the seawall here at Lake Pontchartrain for big fish is really hit or miss. Really hit or miss. They are out here. There's big redfish, black drum, catfish. Your bigger alligator gar are going to be out here. But it's a huge lake. I mean, you can't even see across it. So sometimes, you know, you just don't get the big fish. Other times you come out here and you get harassed by croakers. We did get 2 channel cats, so that is good. That is good. But all night long, the cut bait just got pecked at and harassed by croakers. At first I thought it was crabs, but it turned out, I think, to be croakers. Lots of them out here, so it's really hit or miss, but don't get discouraged by that. The only good thing about coming here is that there just really wasn't that much angler pressure. Bayou St. John and some other places, whoa, lots of angler pressure and just lots of people. So I enjoyed the time out here because we don't get too many good days to fish the lakefront. It wasn't windy, it wasn't rough. There were a couple of times where it was rough, but nothing like I've seen in the past. So yeah, you're right. There's people walking by distracting me from this outro. So I'm gonna stop rattling here and I'm just gonna say I gotta go. I will see you next time. Like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. Yeah, you're right.